What is up, NIO gang? Nick here, and in today's video, I want to discuss the potential ramifications of NIO-DAY, what may be unveiled at this massive annual event, where this day might send its short-term share price leading up to it and beyond, and some leaks coming out from headquarters. Now, we are just under 1 month away from NIO's biggest annual event. We have a lot to get to in this video, but first, Webull has increased their promo. They are now offering 4 free stocks worth up to $3,700. When you 1. Sign up, 2. Open an account, and 3. Deposit in at least $100 using the link in my description. They are a 0% trading platform with some of the best analytics in the game. I use this app every single day, guys. It's really awesome. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. I do a ton of videos like this covering EV tech and focus my investment strategy on innovative disruptor companies poised to dominate the coming landscape. Alright, so NIO-DAY is slated for January 9th, 2021 in Chengdu Financial City Performing Arts Center. This is a massive building and is poised to be a big spectacle. A lottery is held every year to see which applicants actually get to go, as the volume is so high with limited seats. And yes, I am planning on going. That's a joke. But I am planning on going next year and covering the entire event and other stops within China. I will be there. You heard it here first. Now, NIO-DAY is essentially the climaxing of 1 year's accomplishments while simultaneously unveiling what the company is working towards in the future months. It is very akin to Apple's big events and other companies that have adopted this. One thing is for sure regarding these, and that is investors get into a frenzy of buying during the lead up to this big day. Last year's NIO-DAY was held on December 28th, 2019 under the working title Believe in Better. We can see that during the lead up to this day that shares steadily rose in anticipation to what would be unveiled. Many leaks had come out which sent small jolts into the share price. Then NIO-DAY 2019 hit on December 28th, where their newest smart electric SUV coupe, the high-performance luxury EC6, was unveiled. This marked a different sentiment from the company and showed their strive for continued expansion and their movement out of the slump that was 2019. They also announced their newest battery pack, the 100 kilowatt-hour cell that would ultimately begin production in 2020, granting consumers up to 615 kilometers of range, greatly reducing mileage anxiety. However, we can see that on the trading day immediately following NIO-DAY, shares rose an incredible 53.72% in one single trading day alone. Now, this was obviously partially due to the fact that they were a penny stock trading at only $2 or $3 a share at that point. However, even for a penny stock, this is a big jump. Shares then rose another 8.06% the following trading period. Keep in mind that these shares were rising even though their entire business was essentially in shambles at that point. They had recently been partially bought out from the Chinese government, forming a subsidiary branch termed NIO China, which injected cash into their operations. However, even after this, their short-term liquidity remained dire. Amidst this, their shares rose over 60% in 2 trading days. This was showing how much investor backing the company had at that point, and how investors believed in the future of the company. Just an aside, if you had indeed invested in them at this point, those shares would now be up over 1,700%, which is just incredible. And chances you're probably pretty rich and not watching this video. With the ongoing correction we see rippling through the electric vehicle industry at large, and primarily affecting Chinese-based EV companies, I do think leading up to NIO-DAY we will see yet another steady surge revolving around investor anticipation. So what is likely to be released on NIO-DAY? Well, for one, it's important to note that their management has been extremely tight-lipped on this subject. But here's what we know, and here's what likely will be unveiled. Number 1. Sedan. NIO has had a designed concept prototype sedan circulating showrooms for a few years at this point, termed the ET7. Li Bin is a massive ET guy, tweeted out. That's a joke. This was officially unveiled at Auto Shanghai 2019. NIO's ET7 is legitimately one of my favorite sedans on the market right now. They have continuously postponed production of this vehicle, likely due to lacking liquidity, as 2019 was a rough year for them all around. NIO released on its NIO app a teaser video and a picture of what an older prototype has likely metamorphosized into. This sedan will likely be termed the E7, the child prodigy of the ET7. They released this front-end picture of the double E7, I'm calling it that from now on, which looks slightly more boxy and sporty than their ET7. But it's hard to get really a full idea of what this vehicle will fully entail. There have been pictures circulating the internet of NIO's newest sedan being transported under drapes, which if anything shows how hush and under wraps they are keeping this. There have been leaks emerging from NIO HQ that the next vehicle down their pipeline, so their 5th model after the ES8, the ES6, the EC6, and the EE7 will be yet another sedan. They will thus have 2 SUVs, an SUV coupe, and 2 sedans on their roster, really beginning to offer consumers some real choice. There have also been rumors circulating that NIO plans on soon unveiling a minivan prototype and yet another SUV. However, details surrounding this are very minimal at this point. Now, it's not only the vehicle that they are releasing that is surmounting hype amongst investors, but it's also what's in the vehicle. And that brings us to number 2, L4 autonomous technology. L4 autonomy is sometimes termed mind off, and is where a consumer must be physically behind the wheel of a vehicle. They could essentially turn their mind off, focus on other things, read a book, etc., while their vehicle transports them to their destination. Now, this is an ideal scenario. However, it's much more likely L4 driverless technology at this point would actually require driver attention outside of highway driving and some city driving for the time being. Maybe better termed mind turn down autonomy. NIO had previously announced that its newest sedan would be outfitted to be able to hold and utilize the futuristic NIO platform 2.0. Li Bin, their CEO and founder, stated, quote, "Recently the company made the decision to design and develop the ET series with the future NIO platform 2.0 or NP2, a new generation product platform with level 4 autonomous driving capabilities." Now, this quote was from early 2019, almost 2 years ago, and considering their ongoing advancements into research and development, which they are pouring cash into developing their technology, I would be shocked if this L4 was not implemented into their newest sedan model. It would be an opportunity wasted. Many EV companies are racing to become the first company to mass produce L4 vehicles, as this would come with notoriety, great worldwide publicity, and would attract in a vast quantity of new consumers to purchase their vehicles. I really do think that NIO will unveil this at NIO-DAY 2020. However, if not, it will definitely be coming within a few quarters. Mark my words, this technology is indeed here, and companies will increasingly begin to implement them to a wide market. 3. Power swapping stations. NIO will likely release news on an accelerated and increased battery swapping infrastructure system. NIO recently hit 1 million battery swaps successfully performed by October 5th, 2020. Considering they had just hit 500,000 in late May, this just shows how fast their growth and utility is becoming. With an increasing quantity of NIOs on the road, this number will double, triple, quadruple, and so forth on an increasing basis. With more NIOs on the road comes the necessity for increased battery swapping stations. NIO China, based in Hefei, are planning on constructing 40 new strategic battery swapping stations in the city and surroundings, as this city is quickly becoming the epicenter of electric vehicles worldwide. Truly. Now, this cooperation from the Chinese government is huge for the company. This is one of the reasons why sometimes, it doesn't hurt to have friends in high places. Say what you want about NIO's connection to the Chinese government, but in this case, it's helping. These newest stations are expected to be expedited by the Chinese government to reinforce and promote electric vehicles. The company currently has at least 143 swap stations and may announce another working project on more during the NIO-DAY event. 4. Expansion. NIO's European expansion program is also likely to be made more clear and officially announced during the NIO-DAY event. Li Bin has gone on record stating that, quote, "Hopefully in the second half of the year, we can start some small batch exploration in countries where EVs are popular. We would like to start with European countries." NIO has plans on making Copenhagen, Denmark, the first official city outside of China to host a NIO House showroom and begin delivering models to Europeans. They have penciled in plans for a late 2021 rollout and hope to be able to deliver 7,000 vehicles in a 2-year time frame. They have stated they are taking their European rollout on a country-by-country basis, as cultures, marketing, and rollout will be extremely different in different countries and city infrastructure systems. I do expect Li Bin to subtly add hopes for an eventual North American rollout as well. 5. Battery pack. On October 30th, Li Bin went on record stating that engineers and designers at NIO were currently working on manufacturing a 150 kilowatt-hour battery pack. This would greatly increase their vehicle range, with some saying a NEDC of more than 900 kilometers. This would really be incredible for the company in efforts to continuously break the barriers holding back consumers from going clean, green, and electric. Although they did just roll out their 100 kilowatt-hour battery, the name of the game in EV is to continuously push forward and develop new technologies to continuously engage and improve their vehicles, and that is exactly what NIO is doing. This battery pack would effectively double the ES6's current range of 430 kims. I do expect this battery pack to be unveiled at NIO-DAY. There are so many huge developments for this company and milestones that are emerging on a continual basis, and I really do think it's going to be well reflected in the share price both leading up to this day and immediately following. I would not be surprised to see their share price edge back up nearing all-time highs prior to NIO-DAY and shoot through the roof immediately following. Having a sedan on their roster will be a game changer for this company moving forward. I think analysts and investors will realize this. Do not be shocked if you see the share price in triple digits within the first quarter of 2021. NIO to the moon. Anyways, everyone, I will keep you all informed of updates as they are released leading up to this date. NIO to the moon as always. Where are you at, long-term gang? Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget about the Weeble promo for free stocks worth up to $3,700 for free. You just have to sign up, open an account, and deposit in at least $100 using the link in my description. It's really a no-brainer. Smash the like button if you haven't already. I really would appreciate it. Anyways, I'll see you all next time. Cheers.